So let's talk about a fundamental upgrade to the internet's engine. It's called HTTP/3, and it runs on a brand new protocol named QUIC. Now, these two together are engineered to make our entire online experience faster, way more reliable, and a whole lot more secure. We're going to dive into how they pull it off. We have all been there. You know the feeling, right? You're loading a web page and suddenly it just hangs. The text is there, but maybe one image won't load and the whole page is just stuck in limbo. Well, that super common frustration actually points to a really deep problem in how the internet has worked for decades.
Yeah, the best way to picture this is a massive traffic jam. Imagine you've got multiple lanes of cars all trying to get to the same place. If just one car in one lane breaks down, every single car behind it grinds to a halt. That is literally what's been happening with our web traffic for years.
Now, people tried to fix this with a protocol called HTTP/2. And look, it was a massive leap forward in speed, but it came with this one hidden, really critical flaw. The technical name for that traffic jam we were talking about is head-of-line blocking. With the really old HTTP 1.1, this was a huge problem. If you requested a big image first, all the text and scripts behind it just had to sit there and wait. Super inefficient. So HTTP/2's big idea was something called multiplexing. And honestly, it was genius. Instead of opening, say, 6 or 8 different connections to a website, it could send all the requests, images, scripts, styles, the whole shebang over a single supercharged connection. This was a brilliant move that cut down on a ton of overhead.
But here's the million-dollar question. What happens if there's a problem on that one single connection? You know, if you put all your eggs in one basket, what happens when you drop the basket?
The problem is the foundation it's built on. See, HTTP/2 runs on TCP, which has been the internet's workhorse for decades. And TCP's whole deal is that it is obsessed with order. It guarantees every little packet of data arrives in the correct sequence. But that obsession creates a massive flaw. If just one tiny packet gets lost along the way, TCP freezes the entire connection and makes everything wait until that one lost packet is found and resent. Okay, so let's just walk through this. Picture it. A single packet, maybe carrying just a piece of an image, gets lost. Boom, the entire connection just freezes solid. The CSS that styles the page, the JavaScript that makes it interactive, all the other images, they all just have to wait. And the result? You're staring at a half-loaded, totally frozen web page. That right there is TCP head-of-line blocking, and it's the hidden weakness of HTTP/2. So to really fix this, you can't just patch it. You have to replace the foundation itself. And that is where QUIC comes in. It's a complete rethinking of how data moves across the internet. And the name pretty much says it all. QUIC UDP Internet Connections. The key letters there, UDP. That little change is the secret sauce to all of its power. So this is the big switch, right? Instead of TCP's super rigid, everything in order approach, QUIC is built on the much more flexible UDP. But then it cleverly re-implements all the reliability stuff on top of UDP, but it does it in a much smarter way, with multiple independent streams that don't block each other. So if one stream hits a snag, the others just keep on going. All right, so let's run that disaster scenario again, but this time with QUIC. The same packet with a piece of an image gets lost. But look what happens. Only the stream for that specific image pauses. Everything else, the CSS, the JavaScript, the other images on the page, they just keep flowing, completely undisrupted. The traffic jam is gone. And you know, fixing that traffic jam, that's just the beginning. QUIC has some other superpowers, and the first one is a real game changer: connection migration. Okay, has this ever happened to you? You're walking out of your house, your phone switches from your home Wi-Fi over to the cellular network, and that big file you were downloading just dies, fails completely, and you have to start all over again. The way QUIC solves this is just brilliant. It's a little thing called the connection ID. Think of it like a permanent passport for your connection. It doesn't matter if your address changes, your identity, your connection ID, it stays exactly the same. And here's why that matters so much. The old way, TCP, identifies your connection using your IP address. So when you switch from Wi-Fi to cellular, your IP address changes, and poof, the connection breaks. But QUIC, it uses that connection ID. So when your IP changes, the server sees the same ID and knows it's still you. The connection is just seamlessly maintained, and your download just keeps on trucking.
All right, QUIC's next superpower is how it basically mashes speed and security together right from the very start. It's not an afterthought, it's built in.
Look at this. It shows the difference perfectly. On the left, you've got the old way. First, a TCP handshake just to connect, and then a separate TLS handshake to make it secure. That's a lot of back and forth trips. But on the right, with QUIC, the connection and the security handshakes are combined into one single efficient process. It often takes just one round trip to get going.
And believe it or not, it gets even better than that. For websites you've already visited, QUIC can pull off something called zero round-trip time resumption, or zero RTT for short. This means your device can start sending data to the server immediately, making those connections feel almost instantaneous.
And look, this isn't some far-off, futuristic tech. It's happening right now. Our analysis shows that nearly 38% of the top million websites are already using HTTP/3 over QUIC. All the big players, like Google and Meta, are adopting it like crazy because the benefits are just that good. Okay, but here's the twist. This new protocol isn't a perfect hero. In fact, one of its biggest strengths, its incredible baked-in encryption, actually creates a brand new problem, a blind spot for network security. See, because QUIC encrypts basically everything, right from the get-go. It's like a black box to our usual security tools. Traditional firewalls can't easily see where the traffic is even going, and those intrusion detection systems, they're completely blind to what's inside. This problem is so real that some security vendors are actually telling people to just block QUIC traffic, to force everything to fall back to the older, less private, but more inspectable protocols. And don't just take my word for it. This quote from some recent academic research really nails it. This loss of visibility is a critical challenge that the entire cybersecurity industry is wrestling with right now. So that's where we land. We end with this really tricky question. QUIC gives us a faster, more resilient, and way more private web, which is a huge win for all of us, no question. But if all that traffic is a completely opaque, unreadable stream of encrypted data, how in the world do we defend the very networks we rely on from the threats that might be hiding inside? That is the complex trade-off we now face.